Hey everybody, I just wanted to share this quick demonstration of how to properly use these AI models to create content in bulk. Now, before you get worried, I'm not going to share how to create AI slop. No, what I'm going to demonstrate is how to properly use these tools so that when you are creating your content, the content sounds more authentically like you. It sounds like you. It complements your business. It aligns with whatever you've been doing in your business. So, to do that, you have to train the model. Often you see people do one little sentence or two, throw it into whatever chatbot and trash in. They got trash out. And unfortunately, they copy and paste it. They throw it up on social. They're going about their day. That's not what I'm going to show you today. What I'm going to show you today is the very essential step, which is the training of the model. So, what you want to do is spend a little quality time with yourself. And if you don't have a brand guide or a company profile, create one or take a shorter version if yours is really long and extensive. You don't need all of that. But you might want to have a shorter version. And here's the example that I have here. This is called the brand voice prompt. So as you see here, you are going to, let me go to the top here. You're going to basically tell the model about your business. You're going to share with it what your brand voice is. You're going to share especially audience demographics. You're also going to share what is their biggest pain point? What is your value proposition? Those things are very key. And your content pillars. What are the things that you want your content to include? Then you're going to say, of course, language preferences. If indeed you are using a a slogan, or if you are using certain keywords, keyword phrases, especially in your SEO, want to include that too. And then your platforms, whatever they may be, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, even YouTube, and then your call to action. Not every post may need a call to action per se, or you may not want them to have a call to action, but you are on social media because you're a business. So you do want to do some business every now and again. So tell it that. And then if there's one last thing you want to make sure is included, then you say that. All right. So once you spend some quality time with yourself creating that, you should have one long, yeah, it does appear long, but don't worry about that right now. So once you fill out the document or the template, or it doesn't even have to be that formal, just write it down. Once you got it, then you're going to be able to copy and paste it into the model that you want to work with. So here's one I've done for a fake business called Jackson Plumbing. Here's the brand voice, the audience. Importantly, what is the pain point? What's your value proposition? Because that's going to tie very heavily into the content pillars. What do I want this company to talk about on Facebook? Emergency plumbing tips, new homeowner plumbing education, the 24/7 availability, um, customer wins and testimonials. And with this particular business, we're going to be on Facebook, Instagram, and Nextdoor. I think a lot of service businesses just kind of overlook Nextdoor. Maybe they don't know about it. But nonetheless, Then, of course, your call to action. What do you want in the content? In this particular case, it's going to be at the end of the post, share a number, call us directly, hit up the website, the usual stuff. Don't want it for every post, but for some posts we do. And then the last thing is just make sure, once again, in the content that you sound like a caring professional, a caring expert talking to someone who's got an issue, a plumbing issue, and you understand they need it addressed immediately. Copy and paste all of that into whatever model you want to use. For some of you, you may want to try all three to see what you like best. I prefer to use these days Claude and or Gemini. I like Claude because I find that Claude does sound more human-like, for lack of a better phrase. Kind of takes out some of those common words and phrases that sound so AI these days. It's not overly formal. It doesn't sound like a computer wrote it, that kind of thing. And here's the other piece to that. Because you have now given it context, you've given it the background, a backbone, something to work with. It's not just generating output out of the blue. On Claude, we've pasted it. This is the whole thing here. You can get rid of that part. And then we're going to hit now. Some of you, if you've been using any model for a while, whether you're using the free, whether you're using the paid, you know, you have certain modes that you can use on each model. Some of them are great for just fast, in and out, quick stuff. Some of them think a little longer before they give you a response. And some of them are just good for really in-depth, deep thought, analytical. We're just going to go with Sonnet 4.6 here on Claude, which will give us a more thought out response. So let's go ahead and do that. We wait. As we see here, it's thinking it through. Okay. Now, it's asking, what would you like to work on? We're going to write social media posts for Facebook, Instagram, and Nextdoor. Okay, so we're going to choose this. That's going to ask me questions. We're going to start with, let's start with Instagram. And we're going to start with emergency tips and when to call a pro. Now, it's giving us 4 Instagram posts for Jackson Plumbing, each with a different angle. Know the signs. Here are 3 signs you need a plumber, not YouTube. It just called us out. Shut it off first. 2 a.m., we're up. And as you read these, you see they got bullet points here. It's talking directly to the pain point that a customer would have if a pipe bursts or fixture starts flooding. Turn the water off is the single most important thing you can do in the first 60 seconds. Not sure where yours is. Most new homeowners are not. So in this particular post, talking directly to new homeowners who are still trying to figure out where everything is in their home. And then here's a post, especially for those homeowners that have an emergency that are off hours. 2 a.m. in the morning, pipe burst, whatever the problem is, here's the number to call. When to call versus wait. This is good. Not every drip is an emergency. Good. I like that languaging. Call us now. Or oppositely, schedule soon for slow drains. That's great right there. So that is your demonstration of how to properly, I stress properly, use one of these AI chatbots, or I probably should better say one of the generative AI foundational models, as they call them, to bulk create content that still sounds like you. It sounds authentic to you, and it does not create AI slop. All right. So until next time.